Welcome to the SDLA. I'm your host, Cody, and with me is Taylor and James today. This is going to be the final round of Taylor's bracket. I'm calling it the big hitters. I'm sitting out because I actually won both halves of the bracket, so my characters are the last two in the set. Taylor, you got to pick. You chose to be Kyle Rayner. James, you are Beta Ray Bill. Along with the flips, they will have prep, but it will be at night as well, in Asgard. James, you have second rebuttal.
Taylor,
it makes sense. So here in Asgard, as a space cop, as like a Green Lantern, I would have plenty of knowledge over Asgard, and there would be lanterns that would reside over this sector. So with prep time, I do have the sector lanterns helping me out, which more than likely are Asgardians to that extent.
But we're gonna get there.
Yeah. But so I have multiple people that I can call upon. Beta Ray Bill, as an outsider, well, he could possibly call upon some people. They're not going to have the power level of what lanterns will in that situation, so you can bring other people if you want to try with Beta, but my lanterns will be able to easily remove them from the battle. And since we are on a Rainbow Bridge right away, and not actually in the city, it's very easy to just fight this out more or less. And both of us more than likely aren't probably pushing into the city for that matter, because we're rather okay people for the most part. But what it's going to basically be is going to be me kind of overpowering you. We can fly. I would argue that I fly faster than you as a lantern. And we can basically battle it out. Yes, you have some strength power to yourself, but with my constructs, with everything like that, I can overwhelm you, kind of crushing on you, take you down, and then with my other lanterns to help me out, we can hit you from all sorts of sides, and more or less be able to kind of remove Stormbreaker from your hand to the point where you aren't going to be able to do much of anything, so.
To start off with why you're not going to have Asgardian Green Lanterns. They're too headstrong. They're too stubborn. Owens didn't want the humans being lanterns. There's no way in heck they're going to have Asgardian Green Lanterns. Too likely to start something. On top of that, before you even use Sinestro as an example, Sinestro was corrupted by that power. He wasn't always like he is now. But yes, I have strength. I have, for my prep, I'll rally the city, have its weapons turned towards you. So mostly to deal with your mobility, yeah, you're faster than me. But a lot harder to move faster when you're getting shot at by by artillery from the Asgardians. You're going to have to weave through that, whereas me, I know how they fight. I've worked with them before. I'll just use that to basically distract you and any lanterns you do bring. From that, I have the superior strength. As it is, most Green Lanterns are afraid of Superman when it comes to stuff. And I've chipped away at Galactus. I've dealt with enraged Thors and all kinds of different fights in my world. And my hammer's got all kinds of unique properties just as much as your Green Lantern ring. So even with your research, you're not going to be able to keep up with its abilities, because I'm pretty sure we can do almost the same exact things except constructs. This is the one thing you have over me. Is that it?
You got 20 seconds.
Oh, okay. And so any constructs you have, I'm going to break. Because if Superman can break them as easy as you Green Lanterns think, I can definitely break them. And top it off, you're the pretty Green Lantern. You're the one who's like, oh, look at me, I'm nice. Ace. When it came to a fight between him and Simon Baz managed to finally beat him in their training. And before he could punch him, he's like, not the face, not the face. Which is what I do.
So, as far as it goes, you aren't going to have Asgardian weapon returned on me, because what I will say is, based on what Asgardian people do, and who you are to them, and who the Green Lantern Corps would be to them, they aren't going to just turn their weaponry on me just because you say, oh man, this guy right here, because they already know of the space police force. And I would also argue that there will be Asgardian Green Lanterns, because you say that they have trouble letting humans be Green Lanterns. There's 800 humans that are Green Lanterns now, so it's not a big deal. These strong-willed people that they're like, you can't have that, they always end up getting it. So I guarantee you there will be at least one Asgardian Green Lantern hanging out there that will be on my side. But beyond that, as far as like the speed and everything like that goes, like you can try and hit me with lightning and all of that, but he goes through space on a normal basis, so he deals with storms that are essentially more powerful and more devious than anything that you can conjure up. With your strength and everything like that, with taking out constructs, everything like that, we've had constructs, and with Rayner's constructs, he's able to build ridiculous, crazy things that will knock you on your ass before you break them.
Okay, so to start off with, yeah, I will be able to break anything. I will have the artillery because they will help me out, especially if you're bringing more lanterns. I'll just be like, hey, Odin, this guy's got beef with me. I want to go 1v1. Can you keep those lanterns busy with some? And he'll be like, no problem. It's not fair. It's not fair fight if he's bringing 20 guys to fight you. And we will have that 1v1, and I will be able to grab a hold of you, because no matter how fast you move, you're not a natural-born fighter like me. I'm programmed in combat. Speed, strength, all that stuff, you could be better than me, but I'm a better warrior. That's what makes Beta Ray Bill Beta Ray Bill. I will be able to grab you. I will punch you in the face. And when you're telling the story to your girlfriend back on Oa, you're going to be like, I got into a fight with this cat or something because my eyes are just swollen. And I will win this fight because that's who I am. I power through whatever constructs you have. An Asgardian Green Lantern, not going to happen. They don't like human Green Lanterns, even though they have 8 of them.
It's hard. It's a very hard one to choose. I'll give it to Kyle, but I'll explain why. James, you rehashed the same stuff, which was great, and it's very hard, like I said, it's very hard to pick between this argument because, yeah, you both raised really good points, and obviously you know a lot about the Green Lanterns, and maybe you're right, maybe you're wrong about the Asgardian being a Green Lantern or not. I honestly don't know, but he raised a good point, which is that there are a lot of people that they didn't want being Green Lanterns and being it. And as he kind of, I think he started to point out, which is that, like, with an Asgardian Green Lantern, they would all know that he's not a bad person. And you didn't say you were going to take 20 people. You just said you're going to come in with, the 2 or whatever, right?
Yeah, the sector.
Yeah. So, like, which kind of debunks the whole you going to Odin and being like, oh, he's coming in with 20 people. Like, if you said that and then Odin saw that there was only 2 and he's like, oh, it's just the space cops. Oh, they just want to fight. Yeah, it would be a one-on-one. And like Taylor pointed out was that, even though you're right, he is a girly man. He doesn't take a hit very well. He dodges hits that are, of that speed, of that power, when he knows that he's going to be hit with it, or if he, and I think he's got a point that ultimately it would come down to the tactics, and there's a reason why Kyle was the white. Well, like, he didn't say that part, but there's a reason he was the White Lantern. He said that he would take you out through those means or whatever, the his tactics, his abilities. He raised a good point about the storms being more powerful, which I don't even know that you even said you were going to use your electricity. Yeah.
No, I didn't expect it to really be that big of a deal because, like I said, they're afraid Superman could literally breathe on their constructs.
Yeah, and that's my point. Is like you were banking on the strength, and he was banking on the speed, and I think what it came down to was he raises a good point, which is that you really can't do anything if you can't hit him, and I didn't hear you counter your speed being faster than him.
I didn't mention speed. I said my ability to fight is what will allow me, no matter how fast or strong you are, I can adjust to it and I will be able to catch you because I'm a better fighter.
Yeah, but that was my point. Is like what it came down to was I think ultimately, 30 more seconds and you would have countered everything that he had said. So yeah, I give it to Kyle, but it's very close. Honestly, I was gonna say draw, and then I was like, oh, we can't do that. So I was like, that's a good point. So I just I give it to Kyle because it just I don't know exactly what it was per se.